In the army of the Lord, there is power and healing. What's up, people? I was trying to find. How you start trying to sing an old song and then you completely forget the words, so then you just remix. Yeah, that's completely what I was doing. What's up, party people? I always try to tell y'all a little bit about my day. I really didn't do nothing today. I worked out. I was working out and doing chores. Don't you love that at the same time where you're like working out, but then cleaning, and it's all calories to me, right? I was telling my husband, I was like, man, I wish that I lived a life where, like, I mean, I can't say I wish because I know I wouldn't, but that I just didn't have anything to do. How do y'all do that every day? Just wake up with nothing to do? Because every day I wake up, I have to do something. I mean, besides the essentials, like the people that wake up and don't bathe or brush their teeth and just veg out, I've never been able to do that. I'd feel like a total trash bucket if I did something like that. Like, that's gotta be depression, right? When you do stuff like that. Because you gotta at least clean yourself. Like, it's okay to take a shower and put back on your favorite nightgown. Like, I love that. I'll like get up, do stuff, clean, all that, work out, and I'll literally put back on like one of my favorite nightgowns and chill out. Like, it's all good. I'm on the braless crew. Like, if it's up to me, if I don't have to ever wear a bra again for the rest of my life, I would love to. Of course, I have to sometimes, but when I'm at home on the weekend, I don't even like them. Burn those bras, ladies. Let's see what is going on in the news. A lady was found alive she was a missing Massachusetts woman who disappeared, and she was found alive after being stuck in the mud for several days by hikers. So that's good news. We're starting off with somebody that survived a hike. So this is the weirdest story. There's this in Houston. Police say they've launched an investigation into the alleged disappearance and discovery of a 25-year-old man who had reportedly been missing for 8 years. The story is so weird. He supposedly showed up at this church with a sign on him, and it come to find out the mom had him and was drugging him up, and it is the craziest story. I've been kind of seeing clips of it. People said that he used to take the mom to work and he would be there with her. She was like a security guard at night, but for some reason, I don't know, she was on the sympathetic thing of having him missing. Then they said he was nonverbal, but come to find out he could actually talk. He just wouldn't talk when the mom was around. It is the weirdest, craziest story. If you guys are interested in it, his name is Rudy. Yeah. Let's see. Roller coaster riders become stuck upside down for hours after mechanical failure at a Wisconsin festival. Festival roller coasters? No, thank you, my friends. I'm not a fan of roller coasters at all, but the ones at the carnivals and festivals, definitely not. A 7-year-old child who fell overboard from a passenger ferry in the Baltic Sea and his mother who jumped into the water after him have both died. That's sad. This 2-year-old Michigan toddler that was missing is unfortunately, they found her body. I guess her mother's ex killed her, and unfortunately must have killed her too, man. This is happening too much, and it's just terrible. And I don't even know how to circumvent it, because you can tell people 1,000 times about dealing with crazy people or staying away from them, but we know that like restraining orders and stuff like that don't always work. It's sad. Subway is installing deli meat slicers in 20,000 of its U.S. locations to give customers freshly cut meat. I'm still not feeling Subway after that Jared thing. I still feel like they should have apologized because I still don't rock with them after that. Um, Trump is making a scandal about the cocaine, of course, that was found in the White House. This is like his win-win, but I think it's kind of funny because he's gonna do that. Let's see here what we got. What else is going on? All right. So Keke Palmer, who is famous for a million things, she's a child prodigy actress. She went to go see Usher this weekend, and her baby daddy did not like the outfit she wore. She had this like sheer number on with her cheeks out, and he said he tweeted that she's a mother, and he didn't like her outfit choice. I went a lot of people though. He shouldn't have put that on public information, on public platform, because that's just people are gonna just go after him. But on the same token, like, what is y'all thoughts on Keke's outfit? I didn't think it was distasteful. She's not like a BBL type of woman, like, that has some big giant caboose and flaunt. She's not like Ice-T's wife Coco, who literally took a 4th of July picture with her cucaracha hanging out. It wasn't terrible. It was sheer. She's young. Yes, she's a mother, but this is 2023. Like, y'all gotta chill. Her boyfriend has to chill. He really messed up, like I said, when he tweeted that out loud, because now it's just gonna be the war of all that. Other than that thing going on, the news is a little slow. Let's see what else I can scrounge up. Disney star Coco Lee dead at 48 by suicide. I do not know who Coco Lee is. Let's see what she was on. Oh, she was on Milan. That's sad. Life is hard, y'all, but like, don't give up, because there's always an adventure around the corner. Whether fun or busy or not, there's always something to do. But it's so sad when they give up. It's so sad, and it doesn't matter what you look or how you make or whatever. People always think somebody's life is better or worse, but just don't give up, please. Oh my gosh. So this lady, Colleen Ballinger, I guess she's some big YouTuber. She performed Beyonce's Single Ladies in blackface, and yeah, that's not good for her YouTube platform. I don't really know how she's gonna get out of that, and I don't know why she thought that was going to be a good move. Billy Porter is breaking up with his husband, if you guys know who that is. Madonna, Tired and Weak celebration tour kickoff uncertain. And we still don't even know where Jamie Foxx is, y'all. Like, still. We don't know where he at. Let's see what Redditors are talking about. Why does it seem like men act like women die at 30? I get that start dying almost 20 years or so before women do, but sheesh, some 50-year-old bloke at a bar dang near lost his mind. One of the hottest women he'd ever seen was 31. Yeah, I guess I don't know. That is strange because women are looking better than ever now, especially the older women, because women are taking care of themselves more. So, yeah, I mean, listen, I know when I was younger, I used to think my age was ancient, but I'm still alive and I can still turn a few heads. So, no, that's a myth. Women don't. It's not over with then. Actually, women my age get a lot of young guys. Like, when I was on the dating scene, mostly everybody that wanted to date me was way, way too young. But, so I guess it does help that I play Call of Duty and PS5. But I'm married. But regardless, like, the whole after 30, you're not turning heads is a big joke. Let's see. If poor people fantasize about winning the lottery, then what do rich people fantasize about? I would only guess to be richer, because I don't think anybody want to be poor. Somebody said, I know a guy that worked for Barbara Streisand, and apparently she was upset that her Picasso wasn't as nice as someone else. Oh yeah, they just want nicer things. They definitely don't want to be poor. They just want more nice things, more time. They wish they had more time to spend their money. Yeah, I can't ever imagine them fantasizing about being average. A lot of these are kind of basic today. This guy says he's lost interest in women. What should he do? He says, hi guys, so long story short, I'm 24 soon. Dang, you already 24 and you already lost interest? He said, since my last relationship in high school, I've lost interest in the drive when I'm around them. Before, the simple fact to be close to them would have been enough to have been a reaction of excitement, but now I have barely nothing. I don't really understand why there is such a shift in my libido, romantically wise as well. I see myself with a woman in the future, but I can't get the strong feeling of connection that I had with my last relationship. Somebody said that's a superpower that many dudes would like to have. Somebody said, welcome to the club. We have freedom but endless loneliness. Somebody said, stop watching porn and go to the gym. I mean, it could be a lot. This society of people, they don't really get in relationships or get married anymore, especially in the age of social media where we have so many connections with strangers and conversations with strangers. Like, I'm conversating with you guys now. Having like emotional connections, I'm finding for people in this generation is not a thing. It's kind of weird. I mean, it's not weird, but I mean, it's expected. I mean, it's kind of like me, for instance. I have like a lot of meetings and this and that, and sometimes I don't like to talk. I mean, I talk to my husband, and one good thing about us, we don't see each other a lot during the week. And then on my way to work, we have conversations, and we always can find something to conversate about. But yeah, never lose your actual conversation with the actual real people. I think that the more you talk to people online or gaming or whatever, you kind of don't have the desire to talk to people in real life. I mean, I know that's how that is for me. And I'm married, so yeah. Let's get into these story times, my friends.
She was trying to get rid of the baby for the summer because, all of a sudden, she was like, well, maybe she could come and spend a week or two, but you was just mad at me, didn't want her to have nothing to do with me.
I was mad at you because when you got on that stage,
me the whole
entire summer. When did you take care of my daughter for a year? What doctor's appointment you take her to? What jobs did you miss because she was sick?
That I
needed to bring food that's taking care of a child just because you pick up your son's slack. You enable him to be a deadbeat father. You enable him to. You take care of him now. We got 3 kids. Take care of one. He takes care of one kid.
were on the show, you passed the lie detector test for whether you molested your daughter.
Yes.
But you and your mother both believe that Zayana made this story up.
Yeah. Either that or she's trying to coach my
coach
daughter
it.
to say something else.
She's either made the story up or she coached the daughter to say the accusations that you were accused of.
How?
Yes.
When I took you and both our family
Is
members
this
to
lie
CPS.
detector test important for you
I
to find
reported
out
both
whether
of
she
y'all.
lied?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we
You
get
wanted
to
to
it?
find out and told the truth.
Yes.
The
Before she lied,
viewers
she
at
posted
home
it.
certainly
Everybody
wanted,
wanted to know.
everybody wanted
Yes.
Zayana
Yes.
to take a lie detector test. She's here today, and she took it. And we asked her, did you fabricate any part of the story regarding your daughter accusing Kristen of molesting her? She answered no. Did you ever coach your daughter to say that Kristen molested her? She answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it came back that Zayana did not tell the truth. I want to ask you this. When your daughter,
Stupid ass bitch.
according to you,
Let's go, bro.
that she's saying
Hopefully you enjoy your 15 minutes of fame, dumbass.
did
I had no reason
did you sway your daughter to
No,
implicate Christian?
I never.
Because maybe your daughter said it, but
When she said it, I was just.
I would hope that this never happens again, because you could have really done so
But I
much
really
damage
believed
to
it.
Christian.
I really believed something
I don't
happened.
know. I don't believe that. I think maybe something happened with your daughter, but I think you did something.
But I never would have.
You don't need her. You don't need our daughter.
You're not gonna
And
get her.
guess what?
You're
I
not
am.
gonna get her. I'm sorry.
No,
but
yes,
I didn't
you're not
lie.
sorry.
I didn't lie.
If you came on this
I
show to
remember
lie to
she
all
said
these
that
people,
hurt my ear.
you're not sorry.
What am I supposed to think?
Obviously, she
What
didn't
am
say
I supposed to
that, bro.
think?
Like, come on,
It was
bro.
that. You're the
Well,
only
then you
dad
should
who
have went through
know.
everything. You should have made sure
You
about
should have
everything.
known. I didn't ask
I
her.
came over here and I passed my.
I never coached her.
Bruh.
I never coached her to say,
Obviously,
Daddy
she
did
didn't
this,
say that.
Daddy did that. I never
No,
coached
she didn't
her.
tell you.
Yes,
She
she said it,
And these
though.
kind of lies can put people in prison
But she
and
said
destroy
it,
their
though.
lives. But you lied. And you
No,
could
I
have tricked back
didn't
this guy.
lie.
And with that, you can get the hell off my stage.
Thank you.
She didn't come out as truthful when she appeared on the show before.
Right.
The viewers didn't believe her. What do you think happens now?
Well, what I want to is to have custody of my daughter. I will give her, like, supervised visitation, but other than that, I want my daughter.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
So the lie detector proved that the baby mom coached her daughter to say that the dad touched her. That's wild. And very dangerous. Very dangerous that you go to that extreme. That is crazy. This Steve Wilkos stuff, I'm still at a loss for words at the stuff that goes on in his show, but I guess this one was good news. I mean, not for the mother.
Watch that ass shake, bitch. Listen, y'all, we done went and took the kids camping this weekend, bitch. We done took they motherfucking ass camping. Bitch, you ever took your children camping? I'm talking about no TV, bitch. Fuck all that, cause I needed them tablets, bitch. But it was only a set amount of time that they could be on. Cause real talk, mama don't play that shit. The fuck off that goddamn thing and go play your ass outside. One thing I don't do is play about that goddamn screen time, bitch. Let me tell you, I fucked around and went to the Chinese buffet, bitch. Do you hear me? That's how my ass was. Bitch, I ain't been to a motherfucking buffet since my baby was 1 year old and she's 6. Y'all. Y'all, when I tell you, bitch, soon as I walked out the Chinese buffet, bitch, I couldn't make it. Couldn't make it. Had to run to the motherfucking gas station, bitch. I said, babe, what the fuck is going on? Baby, after I done dressed that toilet, bitch, you know. Baby, I sat on it. Oh, God, if you stop this right here. Oh, God. I won't eat another Chinese plate, God. Lying. At that time. God know my heart, baby. He know I'm gonna still eat that Chinese food. I just need him to help me. Cause it feels like the devil is trying to come out of my ass. It's hot. It's hot. Y'all ever had to get a piece of tissue and dab that motherfucker? What? Bitch? Oh, baby. I think I'm retired from Chinese buffets. Y'all trying to be around this motherfucker fussing all the goddamn time with each other. I'm talking about y'all need to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Because I'm so sick and goddamn tired. They fussing over bubbles, bitch. You know what? Give me all the motherfucking bubbles. They my motherfucking bubbles now. Because if you can't share, and you don't know how to share. I had a damn no. Okay? Because hello? Oh, but I just posted a new YouTube video. Bitch, go see about it, okay? And bitch is always something, so a roller day keep the motherfuckers away.
This lady was crazy, but she had some parenting 101. She was an interesting character. If y'all saw what she looked like, she literally had on some jogging pants with thong on the outside. It was interesting. I bet her kids got ADD because her butt was like literally rolling around, jumping. But I felt her on that Chinese buffet. I am so scared to eat meat right now. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When I saw the meat moving and jerking and it being fake, like, I'm scared. I'm really scared. I literally, like, we were gonna get Chinese food this weekend and I changed my mind at the last minute. I'm strongly, I don't know. I love a good burger. But, I mean, besides burgers, man, I'm almost scared to eat everything. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and I'm definitely scared to eat Chinese food. Like, definitely. Like, I don't know. Like, the meat is scaring me. Things are scaring me right now. So, I feel her on that. And we always swear we never... And I ate at a buffet when I went to the lake over the week, Easter. And, yeah, it was terrible. So would not recommend, but you know, we always say we're never touching buffets and then we end up doing it. Big mistakes were made.
27 reports were made to CPS on behalf of this child, and now he's dead. The case of Dennis Boo Vaughn. Trigger warning, there are pictures included in this video. December 24th, 2019. Most kids were already tucked away in their beds, waiting on Santa to bring gifts. Well, not Dennis. He wouldn't get the opportunity to leave milk and cookies out. He wouldn't have the option of waking up and opening his gifts the next morning. Because by the evening of December 24th, he was dead. But it's been nearly 5 years and no arrests have still been made, even though the police know exactly who did this. So let's go back. Dennis and his siblings were placed with his grandmother after CPS deemed his mother an unfit parent. Immediately after his grandmother was granted guardianship, the reports to CPS began. Between the months of July and the following April, a total of 8 reports were made to CPS. Reports that described severe physical abuse, as well as the caregiver showing erratic behavior. One of the first reports filed in August of 2017 was made by law enforcement after an incident occurring at a campground. Police presence was requested as several witnesses observed Sherry Connor screaming at the 4-year-old Dennis, grabbing him by his neck and face, striking him several times. She dragged him by the arm and forcefully threw him into a tent. Cries, screaming, and yelling were heard from inside the tent that prompted several parties to call authorities as they feared the child might be in need of medical attention. And 4 days later, after the campground incident, DSS assigned a caseworker to follow up with the report. The caseworker did an interview at Sherry's home. The caseworker interviewed the children, the victims, in front of their grandmother where they could not speak freely. In March of 2018, that caseworker claimed the abuse allegations were unfounded and she closed the case. But CPS caseworkers neglected to contact the police officer who reported the incident to begin with. Caseworker also did not interview any of the witnesses at the campground who seen Sherry abusing Dennis. That caseworker needs to be arrested right now. Then, between the dates of April 17th and April 30th of 2018, the school would make 6 separate reports on behalf of the Vaughn children. He had multiple bruises on his face and neck. Here's one of the photos of the bruising on his face and cheek, along with scratches and abrasions on his face. Due to the contusion on his head, the school contacted his caregiver, his grandma, Sherry Connor. They advised her the boy would need a medical evaluation before he could come back to school, because they feared he had a concussion. So the grandma takes him to a hospital further away from their local hospital because red flags had already been raised at that hospital about previous injuries and abuse. So at the other hospital, the emergency room staff took notice of all the red flags on their own. During this hospital visit, medical records document not only the extensive injuries of the child, but Sherry's many stories attempting to explain away what had actually happened. Sherry blamed the injuries on the siblings fighting and arguing. She also claimed he was clumsy, he'd fallen down on the bleachers at school. But it was later confirmed that school don't even have bleachers. So a registered nurse was called upon to inspect the wounds in question, and in all 90 photographs of the abuse that were taken, it was documented very clearly in her report that the injuries were non-accidental. The child had clearly been beaten or grabbed by the face and ears. It was also noted the bruising on his small, bony arms were from rubbing the handcuffs he was confined to. In spite of this, CPS refused the mother's pleas to please get her children out of this home. CPS also refused any further investigation. Here's the black eye his mother reported to CPS, and it was ignored. Here's the bruising on his ear from slapping, pinching, or pulling. After seeing all this evidence, the caseworker still refused to investigate and left Dennis in her custody. So now we have multiple reports made to CPS by law enforcement, medical staff, school staff, witnesses, and relatives. In part 2, we're going to dig even deeper into the reports that were ignored by CPS. Because guys, trust me, you aren't going to believe this. You can also find Boo's mother here on TikTok. Go watch her videos. Her and her baby's story deserves to be heard. Boo deserves justice.
Y'all.
Tell this big girl to take the panty liners off this Reese's cup and keep eating, you know what I'm saying? Nobody on 600 Pound Life is single. Nobody.
They not.
Go outside.
They're
Don't
not.
unbig your back.
Dudes or the
yes.
females. None of them are single.
Eat.
And they're faithful. And the people they be with be small.
And they're faithful.
They're faithful.
They're faithful. They're loyal. Like they only do for them.
A big back will get bent over faster than a BBL.
And get ate out.
I think you speaking fast.
A big back will get bent over faster than a BBL. Y'all heard it there first.
We have breaking news on the Delphi murders.
We're getting some breaking news out of the state of Indiana, where court has ordered that documents in the Richard Allen case be unsealed, and that has just occurred within the last few minutes, and we are now learning that Richard Allen apparently has admitted to killing Abby German and Libby German and Abby as well. Here's what we know. This motion, a part of this that has just been unsealed, says the following. He admits it to his wife. This is what it says. On April 3rd, 2023, so this April, Richard Allen made a phone call to his wife, Kathy Allen. In that phone call, Richard Allen admits several times that he killed Abby and Libby. Investigators had the phone call transcribed, and the transcription confirms that Richard M. Allen admits that he committed the murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German. He admits several times within the phone call that he committed the offenses as charged. His wife, Kathy Allen, ended the phone call abruptly. Remember, this case took place in February of 2017. It was a mystery for so long. Who killed these two little girls in Delphi, Indiana? And
so the father did it after all.
What's up, TikTok? This your boy Gerald Jackson from the North Carolina Beat. A 22-year-old Brownsville, Tennessee woman is dead after her baby's dad killed her as she tried to pick up her 1-year-old son. That mother has been identified as 22-year-old Taisha Starks. Tarsha Harris, the mother of 22-year-old Taisha Starks, tells the North Carolina Beat that 4 months ago, on February 20th of 2023, Taisha Starks had took her 1-year-old son, Taxton Curry, to her father's house in Jackson, Tennessee. Taisha was a college student at Austin Peay State University in Clarksville, Tennessee. So after she dropped her son off, she drove from Jackson, Tennessee to Clarksville, Tennessee, which is about 2 hours away. Once Taisha gets to school, she receives a phone call from her son's father. On the phone, Bryce Curry tells her that she needs to find someone else to watch her son because he got class of his own tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. According to Tarsha, Taisha told Bryce that he will have to figure it out because they have an agreement that on Monday through Wednesday, he watches their son, and her mother, which will be Tarsha, will come and pick her son up from him after she gets off work. But Tarsha tells me that on this day, Bryce was acting a little bit strange. She said that Taisha told her that Bryce was telling her to come get the child, and she was like, I can't come because I have school. I was out my whole semester for the pregnancy, and I just can't come. And Tarsha said she couldn't come either because they were shorthanded at her job. So when Taisha got out of class, she had to go get her son. So Taisha and her friend, Ariana, who goes to school with her, rode with her all the way back to Jackson, Tennessee to go get her son. When they got to Jackson, Tennessee, they went to go pick up another friend named Nadia. Now, according to Tarsha, she told me that her daughter picked up Nadia because she wanted Nadia to record. Taisha, Ariana, and Nadia headed to Bryce's house so that Taisha could get her son. When the girls got to the home, Nadia said that she pulled out a taser and she gave it to Taisha just in case Bryce tried to act crazy or tried to do something to her, she would have it. They told me that Taisha turned the taser on and put it in her pocket and proceeded up the steps to knock on the door. Ariana and Nadia said that it took a long time for someone to come to the door, but eventually, Bryce's dad, 44-year-old Tyler Curry, came to the door. When he came to the door, Ariana and Nadia said that Taisha stepped off the porch into the grass. The two friends said that Tyler was talking recklessly to Taisha, to which Taisha cursed him out and told him that she was just there to get her son. Nadia and Ariana said that Tyler returned to the home and shut the door. Then on an audio recording that Tarsha said that the girls recorded while they were there, you can hear Taisha saying, "Hey girl, I think the dad is mad. He want to fight me." Moments later, Tyler came back to the door, opened up the door and started shooting, striking Taisha. Ariana and Nadia said that Taisha ran to the car, got inside the car and tried to drive, but she later crashed into a mailbox in the neighbor's yard where she died. The mother say police in Brownsville, Tennessee have been very slow on bringing charges against this man right here, Tyler Curry, in the death of her daughter, Taisha Stark. Tarsha tells me that 4 months after her daughter's death, the Madison County DA's office just now want to make a move on her daughter's case. Tarsha said because she's hired legal counsel, the DA won't talk to her. But they called Taisha's dad, Philip, and told him that they were just now able to get access to Taisha's phone, which Tarsha says she don't believe. This right here is Madison County District Attorney Jody S. Pickens. We need everybody to email him and call his office and tell him to charge Tyler Curry in the death of Taisha Starks.
Wow, that's crazy, y'all. I can't believe that he did not go to prison for that. That's wild. I mean, are they trying to run the whole stand your ground thing? That's really weird. Yeah. Let's wrap this one up. That was kind of messed up. But what's not messed up is I will be back with you guys tomorrow. I'll get some fresh story times. I try to make good ones. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about was Donald Trump Jr. So Aubrey O'Day, who was in Danity Kane, said that she hooked up with Donald Trump Jr. When she was on Celebrity Apprentice, and that they had their first sexual encounter in a gay club's restroom. Very interesting. But that is it for me tonight, you guys. I will be back tomorrow. Bye.